Okay, so do you want me to start writing?
Nope,
Not yet.
we're
Okay.
recording. And hi, Liz. Ready to
Hi,
get started?
hi, love. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no, thank you. All right. This is how this is gonna go. We're gonna attack one disempowering belief that has really, really been messing with you, that's been holding you back, and we're gonna create a new belief behind it, and we're gonna find that proof of that new belief right now in the present moment, not the past, not the future, the present moment. So, what is a belief that's really, really just been gnawing away at you that you want to work on today?
It would be letting go of the fear of the unknown.
The fear of unknown. Write that down.
Okay,
Right,
so
fear of unknown.
okay, got it.
Okay, so in this fear of unknown, elaborate on that a little bit more.
Fear of not being able to let's just say succeed in my own business. I do launch my business and I'm not able to succeed. Maybe there's a fear of letting go.
Okay, so write that down.
Okay.
What else?
Um, what else? Fear of self-sabotage.
Okay, write that down.
Okay.
What else? There's believe me, a lot of people don't think there is a lot that's stemming around that fear of failure, because it basically, when it comes to a belief, it has branches, it has roots. So what we're doing right now, we're revealing those branches and we're revealing those roots right now.
Got it. Okay.
So
Fear of the failure, fear of being ridiculed, like people making fun of you, or like, oh, there goes Liz, there she
so
goes
what
again.
people afraid of what people think.
Okay.
So put that down.
Okay.
What
Uh,
else?
I don't know. Fear of not being able to make it.
Put that down.
Uh,
Take a deep breath.
you know what? Another one would be fear of having enough time.
Okay, let's talk about that one for a moment. Now,
Okay.
what makes you have the fear of not having enough time?
Not having enough time, meaning, am I going to be able to fit this into my life right now? You know what I mean? Like, okay, I have
Balancing
8 to 5.
balancing things out.
Yeah, yes. Like I have my 8 to 5 job, then I come home, and then when do I have time? And then I have to do this, and then I have to do that, and it's just time flies. And am I going to have enough time to do it? Like, where am I going to fit it? Which there's only 24 hours a day. I
Well,
mean,
one about thing about the 24 hours a day is everybody has the same 24 hours a day. So what about the 24 hours a day? Because that's what I kind of picked up on. What about the 24 hours a day makes you think you're not gonna have time? Let's
like,
go deeper now. Let's really, really go deeper on this.
so what happens with that is, okay, so then I'm going to be up a couple of hours, which is fine, but then I'm going to be lacking sleep. Then I'm going to be tired. Then I'm going to be a little bit like, okay, I can't think because I'm tired because I didn't have enough time to sleep or time to rest.
Okay, so I'm picking up basically losing out on needed sleep and rest.
Yes.
Okay, put that down.
Okay.
All right, anything else? Oh no, I got a feeling there's something else.
Where's the income going to come from? Fear of the income?
Fear of not making any money from it.
Yeah.
Okay, put that down. Let's talk about let's talk about that money, because the money, I don't know what it is. Money always creeps up on you. Okay, now let me ask you this. After all this stuff you've written down, where do you think those beliefs came from?
Um, fear, you know what? The beliefs were shaped from either childhood, either people I've seen throughout businesses, it goes wrong, or they're trying to start their own business and now they're not making it. Social media, anywhere you go, you turn around, somebody's trying to do their own thing and then it fails, or they didn't do this enough, they didn't do that enough, whatever. That's their own stuff. So now I think they might be projecting that onto me.
Okay, so I want you to turn over your piece of paper. Turn it over, and let's talk about the first one was the fear of failure. Let's just talk about that one. Where do you think that particular belief came from?
That might be from self-worth and self-esteem. If it go deep issue, it's fear of failure. It's like, okay, I don't believe in myself enough to know that I can do this.
Okay, write that down.
So be self-esteem. Okay.
Okay. And then the one that's really standing out is this fear of time. Where did you get that from?
I don't, I just came to me a fear of time. I'm just like, whoa, where am I going to have the time to do anything? I think what happened is, like, if I have my 8 to 5 job and then I come and start doing this, where am I going to have the time? I don't know.
Okay, so is it because you have a commute?
No, I don't have a commute.
Okay, so you don't have a commute. And you work from 8 to 5. How long does it take you to get home?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Oh my God, that's the dream.
Um,
Especially for us out here in California, that's a dream. Girl, you lucked up on that one. Okay, so you get home and you get settled, say 6 o'clock, 6 to 10. How many hours is that? That's what, 3 hours?
Yeah, give and take 6. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so what do you do between those 3 hours?
I either, if I read. I'm writing my own book as well, so I come and start writing. I educate myself. I go on YouTube and whatever it is that I need to look up, I'll go ahead and Google it or YouTube it and then study a little bit more. So self-awareness, a lot of spirituality, a lot of different things that I would.
Okay, so you're already doing some personal development. So basically, what if you cut that time in half and spend at least an hour a day on what you're trying to do as far as the business?
Yeah, that would work. An hour a day.
Yeah, an hour a day. And then you have weekends.
And weekends all day.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do that all day. Okay.
We just found your time right there.
Yeah, pretty much. That was that quick. See, love extra works that fast. Woo, girl.
Give yourself a pat on the back. You just found your time. That's one breakthrough. Okay. Let's touch on money. As the fear of not making money. Okay, where do you think you got that from?
You know what? Growing up, coming from a third world country when it was a war,
Okay.
where I came from, so that's why I'm here. My parents had to go back down to working, cleaning houses, hotels, and whatnot, in order to survive.
Okay.
Back then, they had their own degrees, but then coming here, that went out the window, and then they had to start from scratch, right? So
Okay.
now seeing them struggle
Mm-hmm.
left that like left that inside me, like, okay, it's a struggle. I know that it's not for everybody, because if we have our degrees, or if we have our own businesses, it can thrive. But you still have that I still have that kind of fear, like, well, will it try, will it thrive, will it not thrive, what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. So the scarcity of seeing that lack of money in the house, growing up with that, left a fear within me, which is weird, because my family, the women in my family, they all have their own businesses.
Okay.
So I have the line, like our ancestors, the women are strong and come from that. However, when we came here, immigrated, then all that, I don't know, I started seeing all that, and it just kicked in.
Okay. So yeah, one thing about most people, they don't realize that, especially with the money is such an energy. It ties into everything, and and the fact that you had to start over, and see your parents struggle to start over and move to a new country. I'm sure that was pretty traumatic for
It was.
you.
Yes.
It was, yeah. So let's talk about that a little bit more. So I want you to write that down. The seeing my parents struggle makes me fear that I'm not going to be successful.
Okay.
Okay. Let's touch on that a little. Let's go a little bit deeper on that. What else do you think that impacted you about, you know, the whole struggling and the whole money thing? What else?
Mm, I don't know. I never sat down and thought about it.
Take deep breath.
I think it was the unknown as well for them, because they would always be struggling, like, where are we going to get this from?
Okay. Flip your paper back over. All right. It's time to make some new beliefs. This is my favorite part.
Okay.
All right. Look at the old belief, the first one.
Yes.
All right. Let's make a new belief about that one. So that was what? Fear of.
The unknown.
Okay. So what is a new belief that you can make around that?
The new belief is, I will make it. I will be able to do it.
Write it down.
Okay.
All right. So what is the true fact right now of that new belief you just made?
The true fact is that I'm empowered into doing it.
Okay. Write that down.
I'm empowered and I have the resources.
Put that down.
And you know what? And just ask. Ask as if it's already here. It's already done.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What else? And just be ready to receive, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And one more bit, be ready to listen to.
Be ready to listen to.
Be ready to listen, because girl, we got this hardware right here in between our ears is so sophisticated. It's technically like Google. Now, if you Google a stupid ass question, what you gonna get in return? A stupid ass answer. I'm serious.
That's
I'm
true.
serious. And you know what? I did that on Google. You know, I did on Google, and I Googled how does a plant grow. I had over like 1,000 answers to how does a plant grow. So, you know, and that was like my proof of, okay, I didn't ask the right question.
Got it. Got it. Ask the right question.
Okay, what's the next one on the list?
Fear of letting go.
Okay. What is a new belief that we can do around the fear of letting go? How can you let go?
I'm gonna have to meditate on that one. Just meditate and just be. Just.
Okay, I need you to take
What
a
it is.
deep, I need you to take a deep breath, because you're trying to, I feel you forcing it out.
You know what it is? Okay. Fear of letting go, it comes to, I want that control. That's what it is. I want to hold on to that control. And if I let go, it's going to be that fear of like, it's not mine anymore.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I got it. Yep. So.
And when it comes to the fear let go, and what I do is, especially if it's something like really, really major for me, I have to just divert my attention. I have to totally immerse myself into something else, so I won't think about it. And then I would say maybe an hour or two, maybe even quicker. Next thing I know, I get the right idea. But oh, that's what I was supposed to do. So yeah.
Okay.
Because like I said, I am a recovering control freak. I have that. I need everything to flow the way I want it. But you know, now I'm just like, okay,
Just let it be.
just let it be.
Just let it be. Okay. Let it be. And it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's true. It is. It is what it is, because the thing is, you know, the universe knows more what's best for us than what we do. We might want what we want,
True.
and then next thing you know, if you let go, something, and usually something else better happens.
That's so true. 100%. I agree. So letting go.
Mm-hmm.
Trust. Trust.
You have to trust. You have to trust. It was so funny. I have a neighbor, sweetest older man, sweet as he can be, and he reached out to me last month because his businesses went down, and he could not pay rent, and he's been living where I live since they built it. I'm like, I don't think I can pay rent for that long. But he, you know, and they filed eviction on him, and he he called me, asked me for money, and I was like, oh my God, that you should have called me on the first. And I was like, I said, but this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a way for your rent to get paid.
Nice.
And we did. And he was stressed out. I was like, you know what? Chill. It's gonna work out. And it did work out. It worked out better than we expected it. He's in the same situation again. And I'm like, what? I asked him, I said, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing for our business? I went out marketing. I said, you went out marketing. And I said, what does your marketing consist of? He says, oh, go past my business cards at senior centers, centers. And I was like, that's not going to work. I said, you need to expand your network.
Right.
And I said, okay. And we're sitting there in one of the clubhouses, and I'm like, for me, I'm racking my brain at this point. I was like, okay, we got to get real creative. I said, because you've used your 2 pay and stays, and you got a third one. And I'm a landlord tenant specialist in California.
Gosh.
And so I was able to fast talking them to giving him a third pay and stay last month. And I'm like, okay, you're in this again. So there's a lesson you didn't get from last time. And it's going to repeat itself. And so now we got to get really, really creative.
Okay.
And for the life of me, I felt his stress, and I was like, you need to calm your ass down. I said, I can't think straight. And I was like, you know what, let me go home.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, how creative can we get to bypass them not filing to the point where we can get it paid and accept it?
Got it.
I'm still waiting on my answer.
Oh, wow.
It'll come. It will come. It may not come when I want it to come, but it will come.
I agree.
So he hasn't texted me yet. And he's like, oh, I'm trying to sell stuff. And I was like, what is your intention behind selling stuff? Are you using that frustration energy to sell something? Because if you're frustrated, it's not going to move.
Oh, got it. That makes sense.
I said intention is everything. When it comes to when you do something, you have to intentionally do something. So as far as what you want to do, you got to get clarity on that intention. What is the intention and what is the end goal? Take money out of the equation, because the thing is, when you do something you really, really love and you really, really want to do, it's not work, and you're gonna eventually follow.
Wow, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I mean, with me, one of basically my major incomes from when I was working back in this year, back in August, that income has disappeared. My income that I've made from coaching has moved to the forefront. I have income from real estate, doing it on the low under the table. I can't even advertise anymore because they watching me. And I have an MLM. This was surprising. While I was in San Diego, I am part of an MLM, and they emailed me and said, hey, we need to give you need to order a debit MasterCard because yours is expired and we're trying to pay you commissions. And I had 900 euros in commissions.
Wow. Wow.
And I go on, and I hadn't been on there in a while because I had been like finagling the cryptocurrency part of things. And I was like, oh snap, my UK team woke up. They've been asleep for years.
Oh, that's
and I was like, man, I said, oh God, I paid all bills. I said, I don't want to hit my savings yet because I'm saving to do some other stuff. And I was like, God, I'm kind of tapped out. but I wasn't tapped out because that money came in just in time.
It just came. It came flowing.
It
Flowed.
just flowed.
Nice. See? Just let it go and
You just
trust.
let it go. And I'm
Trust.
not gonna lie, when I was talking about, going out on leave, and I was like, man, I got insurance, and I was like, okay, I could pick up the coaching, but is it really gonna take off the way I said? It was a slow process when I started out back in 2014 and 2015. It really didn't pick up until 2017.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, okay, is it gonna do again? But it just picked up. So a lot of people worry if they step away from their jobs
Hmm.
or if they start something,
Where's that income gonna come from?
where's that income gonna come from?
Yeah.
They want to know how, when, and where. That's not your job.
Yeah.
It's not your job. It's not your job to know.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
No worries. It's not your job to know. Okay, what's the next one?
The next one, hold on. I need to, my phone's about to die. Sorry.
No worries. We gotta charge it.
Okay. So the next one,
I know I probably said 20 minutes, but I'm like, you know what? I never stay on time, so we ain't gonna worry about this.
oh, sorry.
No worries. No worries at all. We're gonna get down to the bottom. We already had one win already. We have to get a second and a third.
Okay, the other one, fear of self-sabotage. Sometimes, maybe because I don't believe, it's the same belief. That belief needs to be broken down into. So maybe I'm not believing enough in myself that I'm going to self-sabotage it in the future and right now, how I'm going to do this. Oh my God. And then I self-sabotage. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the new belief? And I think I have it, but I'm gonna see if you thinking what I'm thinking.
My new belief is I want to say I don't. You know what? I keep coming back to trust myself and my gut
You know
instinct.
what? You said the word when you were
Oops.
talking, and you said enough. I'm not enough.
Oh,
Now you just need to change it to I am enough.
I am enough. Yeah,
Because
you're right.
you are enough.
Okay. You're right. You are 100%. I am enough.
When I heard that word, it just like I was like, that's it right there.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely. I am enough. Yeah, you're right. I'm enough.
Because a
I'm a
lot
whole.
of people don't think they're enough to do this,
That.
or they're not enough to get out and be visible because they're worried about what people say. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck what people say.
They're gonna talk you the way, right?
And you know what? I used to be so concerned about what people would say about me, and especially like when I first got back on Facebook, because I was an Instagram girl. I mean, I was strictly Instagram. I was not Facebook. I was Instagram and Twitter, because I could post a picture and leave it at that. And Facebook takes so much work, and I'm serious. Me and Facebook, that we really don't get along. Especially, I'm serious. Especially comes to marketing. I've hired a team.
Oh wow.
I've actually hired a whole team. I'm about to throw some money at them and say, handle it.
Whatever works.
I mean, and that's when it comes to like a lot of people doing personal development and You know, I was reading this post, and I usually try not to read anything negative, but I was reading this post where a lot of people making a lot of negative comments about coaching, and it was like, well, why have to spend so much money on somebody to help me? But you know what? You spend so much time searching Google, YouTube, the internet, you waste a lot of damn time.
Oh, there you go. It's
You
true.
waste so much time, and you know, I have the same 24 hours just like you have. And I'm like, if I could find, and I'm serious, if I could find a shortcut, I will find it and I would gladly pay for it.
That's true.
I mean, you know what? And sometimes I don't know where that money's gonna come from either. I don't. I'm like, but you know what? One thing I do, I say yes. I'm like, I'll think about it and I'll think about it and I'll marinate on it long enough. And I'm like, you know what? Yep, I got to do this. This is something I have to do. Where the money coming from? I don't know. Well, you know what? I got this much. Where I can get the other one. And I tell you, I'll sit there in my journal and I'll write my questions down. And some of the questions are stupid as hell. And I'll just keep writing and I'll keep writing until I get it right. And then I'll tell you, and then next thing I know, I get these freaking creative ideas, like I was telling you earlier about the whole tooth thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know where that money come from, and my insurance, I have dental insurance too, but you know, that only covers so much. That covers basic shit. You know,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that's
sorry,
true.
like $10,000. I'm like, oh well, $10,000 from my mouth. I mean, how am I gonna do this? And you know what? Because I said, how am I gonna do this made me feel like shit.
Mm, that's true.
It made me feel like shit. And then I had to just take a step back. And then I was like, look, I'm not gonna and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna spend all this money out of my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't spend a whole lot of money out of my pocket.
I know.
First I thought, because I remember going back to my video, I did a video about it in the car, and I was like, oh, my cost is gonna cost $2,000. So funny. It didn't even cost that much.
Girl, you're blessed.
Yeah. We all are. It's just
That's true.
it's just a matter of realizing what we want is all around us, and you just got to pull it forth.
True.
It's it. I mean, we're magnets. We're walking magnets.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You just got to tap into it. I keep saying, I just got to tap into that.
Yeah. So you are enough. You are enough to pull whatever you want for to make
Yeah.
it come into the physical. You are.
So true.
Okay. What's the next one?
Okay. I think what did I put? Fear of. Oh gosh, I can't even see it anymore. Fear of what people think. I think it was the last.
Okay, so basically fear of visibility. What's the new belief around that?
Um. Well, you know what? I'll go back to I am enough because that can fall into that. It's just people are gonna have their own opinions anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What's it? Well, so what is a new belief that you can form about what people think? I mean, yeah, you're enough, but there's some more to that you can create a new belief around.
you know, I am whole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm whole. I bring a lot
Bring a lot to the
to
table,
the table. Mm-hmm.
and fuck what people think. Because I don't, I don't care. Because me personally, I don't care anymore. You know, I've had people to tell me I need to tone my personality down and calm down and everything, and it's not me. You know, if sometimes I feel like I'm gonna be raw with you, I'm gonna be raw because
Mm-hmm.
that's me.
Yeah, yeah. You're
Because
not being.
I really want the best for everybody, and I think I want the best for everybody so much, and I want people to wake up and realize what
Mm-hmm.
they have around them. And I tell you, I get some of the messages like they're victimizing themselves, they're playing the
Yeah,
victim, that woe is me, and and I'm like, I can't. Or somebody saying I don't have any money, and I'm like, really? If you got a roof over your head, you can afford a phone, you can have iPhone or whatever,
it's true.
you can be on Facebook, you got some money. There's some money coming. There's some money coming from somewhere so you can have these things.
So true. So true. You're right.
Even business owners, they're like, oh, I don't have extra money for this. Well, if you're not really making not even $1 from your business, that's a hobby. You got to be making money from somewhere. I understand if you're starting out in business and you're not making any money right away, but if you've been in business for at least, I would say, a year or even 6 months, you should have made some kind of income. It may not be profit, but some kind
Mm-hmm.
of money if you're doing the right thing.
It's true. Wow. I didn't see it like that.
Or
Another
I hear,
breakthrough.
yeah, or even I hear people, oh, money is tight. And I'm like, if money was so tight, you still wouldn't be able to do the things that you do if money was really, really tight. Something would be eliminated.
Exactly. You're 100% right. Yeah, I agree.
And I hear this and I see this on Facebook so much, and I'm like, ah, stop it.
It's hurting my skin.
So what I do now is if there's something I see on Facebook on my thread that does not make me feel good, unfollow.
Yeah, it's true.
I unfollow.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, and I'm intentional. I try to intentionally post on Facebook now.
Hmm. Yeah, because you don't need the extra drama or the negativity
Mm-mm,
too.
mm-mm, no.
I hear you. I know.
So now you have something you can build off of, and when you
Yes.
start really, really like, you can start your business, and when you start having those doubts, you have something to refer back to.
Yes, ma'am. I sure do. Thank you.
All right. So, do you have any questions, feedback, or anything?
Um, the feedback. Well, no, no questions. You kind of pretty much put things into perspective,
Hmm.
and a lot of breakthroughs for me right now. Everything came into, you know what? It's divine order.
Hmm.
Everything's divine order. I thank you for your time, your cooperation. I mean, you put everything how it's supposed to be. Your energy, girl. Up, Jane.
Well, my
Uh-uh.
thing is, when you have a coach that is like your friend and your third party, when a coach is able to see things that you can't see, like there's a lot of things I can't see, but I refer back to my coach, be like, hey,
Oh,
I'm fucking up.
got it. Okay,
What is it I'm doing that I don't see but you see? And I'm
got
like, and I go into this, and this.
that makes sense.
And so that's the reason why, I don't know about other coaches out there and what their techniques are. Well, I know some. Like I said,
Mhm.
Jane Mims, I love her to death. She's great. But I've experienced a lot of other coaches that was not so great.
Got it. Okay.
So I think from my past experience as being a trainer, and I've taught beauty school. you
What
know,
haven't you done?
I know, and I say I haven't lived life for the fullest, and I look back at all the stuff I've done, and
Yes,
you
you,
know what? I have.
you
I've
have.
done stuff most people didn't do, haven't never done. Like my first airplane flight was in the cockpit of a FedEx plane.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
so and a
that's
lot of
different.
people don't get to do that.
Yeah, that's different.
That's very different. So,
That's different.
I have to really myself, honestly, I have to give myself credit for a lot of things which I've
Mhm.
always have not. And I'm beginning to do that.
Good.
That's one thing I'm beginning to work on because my mentor is like, you know what? You don't give yourself enough credit.
Yes,
You deserve
girl.
a pat on the back. You've done some shit in your life,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
yeah. So
Thank you. Yeah, it's a
you're
lot of breaking.
welcome, and I appreciate you, being visible
Thank
and
you.
doing this with me because I really want people to see how I coach and operate. And I sometimes do come off a little hard, a hard ass, but I just want the best. I mean, I guess I can come off like maybe a baseball or football coach or basketball coach. My son played basketball and he was a kid. So I come off like that sometimes in my videos or something. But I really like to see people win all the time because people are winning all the time, but they just don't give themselves a recognition
That's true.
that they
Yeah,
are winning all the time because of all this social media and all these stuff we are exposed to on a day-to-day basis.
so
That
true.
a lot of us don't give ourselves credit.
True, true. So true. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time, for your knowledge, your wisdom. I mean, I loved it.
Good, good, good,
And
good.
hopefully we can work together in the future.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
All righty.